Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is your Aquarius Angel 1111. Back with another general read for my beautiful, handsome collective. Thank you guys for returning. Mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to you. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your donations. To those of you that are new, welcome. Hopefully the message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or you just get in it for the vibe, your choice. If you don't already know, if you're new, I do use profanity over here, so you might need to move around if you're not gonna like that. If you don't like profanity in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you're gonna have to move around, boo boo. Okay? Alright? Because I can't promise you I won't cuss. Okay? Being that I do have some people in my collective that do use profanity, so I am channeling energy from a lot of different people on a lot of different levels. So if you choose to stay, I would love to have you. Okay? Make sure you're calling on Archangel Michael to do your return to senders, and when you're calling for your energy back from people, places, items that no longer serve your higher self. Okay? Let's see what we got. Alright, first card out, enough is enough. Next card, child neglect allegations with receipts. Next card, couldn't believe you were single. Divine Feminine. Somebody saying enough is enough when it comes to these shenanigans. I feel like a lot of people involved are just tired of making excuses, ignoring, turning the other cheek to something. And I feel like when it comes to these child neglect allegations with receipts, it's the fact that some people have, maybe out of friendship or trying to be a friend or just trying to be, um, not to appear nosy, like they butting in or trying to tell somebody how to live their life. But I do feel like somebody is bringing awareness to somebody when it comes to the other person. So whereas there may be a mother that may be neglectful in some way, somebody's bringing awareness to the father in the situation. Because I feel like somebody has been trying to reach out to somebody as far as what to do. And this could be neighbors, this could be other people involved in a friend circle when it comes to somebody actually looking at how something has been going. It's a pattern for somebody. And if these kids are somebody that is seen in the public eye a lot by way of whatever ages they are, where they're not maybe old enough to be in school, um, or they may have just become of age to go to school. It's like whoever's at this school or other kids are bringing awareness to something they feel like is a sign that needs to be nipped in the bud. I feel like it's a discussion that's being had or getting ready to be had. Because I feel like whoever is seeing this is looking at something like enough is enough, and I feel like somebody has received enough excuses to cover something, not going on still, like for something to at least ended by now or be looking on the up and up, and it hasn't. Somebody, they got some receipts, like somebody is not only verbal, um, to say somebody has written statements from people, um, witnessing what they saw, what they've addressed, what they over a period of time. I feel like somebody has a paper trail on the allegations of somebody's child neglect when it comes to these children or a child here, especially if they of school age now. They may not have been of school age before. Um, in the previous year or two, someone may not have been of school age, but they could be now, or they could be going to the same school, just a different grade, and they're back, now for another year, and somebody's seeing someone already showing signs of child neglect. But I feel like even if it's not of school age, it got something to do with somebody. I feel like somebody just don't want to be nosy. They don't want to, come off as somebody that isn't concerned as a friend or isn't concerned as a boyfriend or something like that. Because I do feel like somebody has seen the signs of child neglect, even if they are a outside person just coming in, as a random guy to get out with somebody, and they just happen to see their child or their living conditions or how a child is presented when they open the door, however they normally see them. And I feel like even if somebody does have company over and they promiscuous like that, not being mindful of how they are keeping this child, keeping their home, but somebody is looking at it as a issue, like seriously. And they may have even pointed that out to this mother or this father, like, hey, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to, look into that. Because I feel like whoever this is that's seeing it on the outside looking in has had enough of not saying something. And this could be a neighbor. This could be, outside people that are, friends or foes or something like that, that really, like I said, they don't want to come off as somebody that's not this person's friend. And they kind of probably don't want to bring it to this person's attention because of them being quick-tempered, high-headed. But I feel like somebody knows somebody's lifestyle is starting to show in how they take care of their kids. And somebody here does not or didn't believe, I guess, collective by how you presented yourself or how you looked that you were single. Or somebody here that has these child allegations against them, child neglect, may have told somebody they were single, that you weren't single. But I feel like whoever this is somebody that could be a secret admirer, somebody that could be admiring you from afar. Maybe they asking about you, asking around, and someone maybe not knowing if you are single or not. They may have been asking around, they probably been asking the wrong people, child. Because I feel like if somebody is asking or inquiring about if you were single, they may not have been asking the right people. They may have been asking people that you haven't talked to, don't really know. They don't really know you. They just saying they do. just to get this person's agenda, like where they want to go with it, what they need to know that for before this person makes it to you. But there could be an admirer here that is looking at you from afar and just not believing you are single. Okay? Or this could be a past person of yours that you cross paths with and no connection with now, but they couldn't. They could be just having that curiosity of whether you are single or not at this time. Since you walked away from them, they may not know if you are single. They wouldn't be able to fathom you not being single because of how you look, how you carry yourself, what they know now about you. And they may just be anticipating you not being single based on who they know you to be, and that's rare, different, unique. Okay. And this person, they would be blown away to even know if you are still single at this time. I feel like somebody from a distance wants to know if you're single because they can't believe you are or you were single at some point. Because word is out here, but I feel like somebody that you already knew, and they may have, admired you from afar, and maybe just didn't, when you told them you were single, they didn't believe it. And I'm getting that you get that a lot. Whoever you are, Divine Feminine, I guess, it comes down to somebody looking at somebody, not just in how you look, but your presence to them. They would not, see you as somebody that would have been single. And now they're looking back on that moment that they are reflecting on now, the last time they saw you. If this is somebody that you are not aware of, is admiring you from afar, may not know who this person is. It could be somebody from your past that was like a friend, that you friend zoned. You never really was intimate in any way with this person. That's for some of you, not all of you. But I do feel like somebody did not see you as somebody that could have, would even be single. Not even currently. Because of who you are, who they know you to be. And it's definitely not a damn jackass, but somebody definitely was a jackass. Somewhere, somebody here either been a jackass to you, or they've been a jackass about a whole situation here. Next card. No, I'll never get another like you. My karma for losing my way. And this person could have not thought you were single at a time when you walked away from them, or even when you were with them. You know what I'm saying? When you were interested in them, somebody may not have believed you were single. They may have felt like, you may go away, pull back, push them away at times, or just go ghost on them. And I feel like somebody didn't realize why you were doing it. I feel like somebody didn't know exactly how to express their concern about it without sounding insecure or without sounding like they gave a damn. And I feel like somebody was in the business of trying to make it seem as though they really didn't care, and that their assumptions or their intuition was actually right when it was actually wrong. But at the same time, this is somebody that, instead of asking you, they just went by off of what they assumed, your absence at times would mean, not thinking it was the fact that this person was just low vibrational. They were somebody that was on a level that you just weren't on and didn't want to entertain, and it was feeling like a drain maybe to you. Because I feel like maybe somebody felt like they were being led astray, like being misled into believing somebody really wanted something when they didn't know for certain if they did or not. But this is the thing. Somebody knows now what they didn't know then, because they wouldn't allow themselves to believe it then. What they believe and what was true somebody let other people, even their own self-conscious, manipulate them out of a good person. Whatever is unhealed, whatever is not being faced when it comes to whoever this person is, them not facing whatever this is that gets in the way or has gotten in the way because of something in the past, them not facing that is causing them to address something the same way they did in the past, when that's not even, you're a different person, um unaware of what those things are in this person's life, and they have not even brought them up or dealt with them themselves. So they've started to create patterns where certain things about people are triggers, and when they see that, they immediately take that to mean that, and this to mean that, without getting any understanding of exactly why these people that they did not work out with actually did not work out, or finding out the truth with those people so that they can get that clarity of everybody is not on the same page. Just because it's a different person don't mean the minute they do something similar to somebody else that they that somebody else in another version of them. Like, no. Because I feel like somebody treated something the same way they felt like they would have treated something in the past if they knew better. Had they seen the signs, had they caught that, in the nick of time, but they didn't. And it's like they taken what they didn't do and how they, misjudged something then out on you. Now that this person has lost you because of the action that they took, they know now they're not going to get another you. Losing you is their karma. They lost their way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody allow other people and unhealed things about them to lead them astray, to lead them to think that this was the same thing just with a different person. And instead of them going within and working on what all these other people before you caused, and dealing with that heartbreak head on and bringing it to the forefront, with these people that it involved and getting that closure with them, they didn't do that. And they just assumed by how you looked that you weren't single. If you walked away to give, you and this person some space, they felt like you had somebody else you were involved with. They did not feel like you were open and available to them because of your action. Somebody else did something similar and they misjudged the situation, and somebody really was getting down with the get down. But that was not the case here. And that just means they're operating out of a hurt place. Next card, obsessed with your twin flame journey. Somebody could, but that card ain't supposed to be in here. So I'm not gonna keep it. This card, this is the universe's way of balancing things out. Justice. This person wasn't listening to their intuition, their discernment. They were operating, like I said, out of a hurt place. And because of that, they ended up losing out on a good person. A beginning with somebody, a start with somebody, a blessing, in disguise is what I'm hearing. Somebody was not healed. And this is simply how easy it is to go through a lot of healing, raising your vibration, only for you to not heal and your vibration stays the way it is because you don't know how to let go of things that's lowering your vibration. It's causing you to be in this sunken, this low place. And it makes you attract the same people that's dealing with things they won't deal with either. And then somebody comes along that's, knows far too well about healing, but they can't make, somebody take accountability for something they don't know anything about. And you didn't know anything about what this person was dealing with in their past or in their adulthood. This person, has been using that as something to keep, private, but it's affecting, how they see love, how they see commitment, how they see trust. Next card, card blocker. Next card, let's go for a drink and talk. So whoever this past person is, they could be somebody, sulking over the fact that, losing you and losing their way, is their karma. But I feel like this person wants to get some closure now after all this time, or after things have turned out the way they have. And this person is, for some of you, just cock blocking. They really just trying to see, if you are single. They want to come around to see, because they don't believe you are. They don't believe you. They don't believe you can be single at this time. And somebody wants to come in and, at least want to go for drinks, or reach out and ask you about going for drinks, just to see what your response gonna be. Because if you with somebody, they looking for you to say that, like, no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. That's not a good idea. However you may answer that, if you involved with somebody, for some of you, they looking for, that telltale sign. Again, another game changer. You know what I'm saying? To let you know this person ain't healed. They somebody that still feel like they need to play a game, reverse psychology of some kind, to try to get you to speak on whatever it is currently going on with you, by way of, having an excuse to call you up and like, hey, listen, let's go out for a drink and talk. A spirit talking to a spirit. Because if this person got something on them, that they can't shake, and you in just a spirit to be talking to somebody that, is got a mixture of emotions that's all over the place, you may not want to drink around this person at all. You may not want to drink around this person. Next card, Show Me by Glenn Jones. This is, what I got from this song is that, this person don't know if you still love them. They don't know how you feel. This is why somebody don't believe you're single. They, at the same time, somebody does not know how you feel about them still. But they'll do anything, for you now. It's just that somebody didn't know what to believe at a time when they needed to decide on somebody, decide on what direction to go in. But this person was not going to decide because they were hurt. This person is scorned. They got some scars here, some insecurities. And if you dealing with some before, if you had some at that time that had nothing to do with this person, like his had nothing to do with you, you both needed to learn some lessons. Y'all both needed to be apart to do the proper healing, before either one of you could see where the peace can be in this connection, if there is to be one. Okay? And it really just means not no one person, need to go within and look within. It's two people. And it's something that you're going to constantly do, even in a cycle together. Next card. But I don't own the copyrights to this song. Definitely listen to this song in its entirety. Whoever this reading may resonate with. Okay? To get the message intended for you in this song. Next card. All of this was to get you to chase after them. And this person end up losing their way doing that. They end up playing with the wrong person to do that with. This person, for some of you, couldn't have caught you back in the gap and did, and wanted this to happen. It still wouldn't have happened. Okay? It's just certain people just not cut out, for doing low vibrational shit, to be that desperate for somebody. And this person really was the missing out and missed up their own chance with being with somebody that is worth being with and fighting for, chasing after. They just weren't worth you chasing after because they didn't know their own worth. Okay? They wanted to, put your worth in question to them by way of how worthy you are for them. by way of how long, you know, you gonna chase after them and what's gonna be involved in it. If this person build they worth off of how you respond to them, how you chase after them, this person don't know their own worth. They not gonna respect yours. They didn't. Next card, changes happening regardless. So even if this person at this point is refusing to change, or at a time when they were, the change happened anyway. Okay, the changes was necessary. Not all changes are bad, but they are necessary. They are going to happen regardless. And this person may have, you know, tried to prolong you making a change between you and them, you know, on what direction, what actions you would take, you know, moving forward. This person couldn't control that no more than they can, you know, heal fast enough to make things right with you. It all takes time. And this person was, you know, resisting change. They did not want to do that. They didn't want to see where they needed to make a change. And they wanted to make it seem as though you were maybe forcing them to change, or you were trying to pressure them in it. No. But you can't force somebody unhealed to heal to be with you. You know what I'm saying? You can't force somebody to make certain changes if they don't feel like those changes are necessary to be with you. Simple as that. So because this person didn't feel like they needed to make any changes to be with you, you walked away, and I don't blame you. Shit, two peas in a bucket, motherfucker. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you can't make somebody do something down the road that, you know, they don't feel like they need to do anyway. But I can tell you this, when you really genuinely care about somebody and you really love them, the love you have for them will change you without you even trying. There's some things you're going to do different just because you love that person that much. You'll look up and find yourself not doing something you normally do all the time. And the only thing to explain it, the only way to explain it is by way of saying, all I can tell you is, since I got with this person, I haven't wanted to do it no more. I haven't indulged in that anymore. I haven't thought that way anymore. Whether this person told them to not do that or not, it's something that you know, when you go within, you assess the situation. You look at something as a big picture and look at exactly what it is you think loving somebody or this magnitude of how you feel about somebody will actually, you know, change you without you even trying, just because you feel that way or you care that much or you love that person that much, that something about you changed because you let it, because you really felt something for this person. If this person really felt something for you like you did them, they would have made the change for themselves to be able to show you that they are paying attention not just to you but to themselves. But this person couldn't even be true to themselves, so the changes was going to happen regardless. Next card, insulting my intelligence just proves you lacked it then. So the fact that this person even insulted your intelligence by what you said or spoke up on when it came to what they weren't speaking out about or what they weren't informing you about, letting you in on, whatever you picked up on with this person and made a conversation out of it, this person is, you know, is to look back on that now and tell you that what you brought up or things you talked about, to look back on that now and they bring that up, it's like them telling you they insulted your intelligence at the time when they were telling themselves and anybody else that are listening that you didn't know what you was talking about. They can, you know, whatever they was able to get away with treating you like and doing, you know, to you, that you were still going to be around. And this just proves that this person was not intelligent at all to have figured, you know, that was going to be like that. That's how something was going to actually, that's what that meant. That you stuck around for or went back and forth with this person. For those of you that resonate with that. If it don't make it fit, okay? But I do feel like somebody did at some point think that somebody was never going anywhere. They weren't going anywhere because they didn't know to go anywhere. They didn't know anything truthful enough to go anywhere. And even though you brought something to light and spoke something, you could be a seer, a medium, a psychic of some sort, an empath even. I do feel like whatever it was you intuitively picked up on, it was not by accident. This person just wanted to make whatever you were speaking out on or bringing up as a call for concern as an insecurity. But this just proved that this person lacked the intellect then. They didn't have any intelligence themselves to play that kind of game with you like you didn't know what you were talking about when they knew you were picking up on something the whole time. Next card. Chose to sit behind a door and not work through it. This person chose to sit and let something build, let something, continue on the way it did instead of bringing it up to the forefront the way you did when you brought it up as a conversation or I feel like it's other ways to get messages across to people. It could be a content creator that may be talking about something that you sent this person. It could be a link to something. It could be a book about something that you shared with this person. And the title and what it's about may have, been something you sent this person to get them a message of, what you felt like, a connection with them needs to, where the work need to go, where you felt the connection needed some work in order for you guys to even have a relationship, if that's what it is. But I feel like somebody chose to sit behind a door without coming from behind that door to fix and compromise and talk and unveil whatever it is that they were going through, that they were putting a connection, going into a union or connection with you through. This person put themselves through a lot of turmoil within that they didn't have to go through. Next card, be willing to forgive in exchange for peace. You're winning in their losing season. So you could be, on the up and up with what you're manifesting, your healing, when it comes to what you have in mind, what you're working towards at this time, whatever it may be. I feel like it's keeping you occupied in a good way, but it's also those perks that come along with you finding your peace in situations you walked away from, people you walked away from, that you not only finding it in you to forgive these people, but forgive yourself for, being so caught up in how mad something made you to not know the lessons you got out of that to help you on this journey to be where you are right now, and not going through another cycle of that with those individuals or anybody else that's new. Okay, moving forward. So it's like now how to set healthy boundaries, how to pour into yourself, when nobody else is, and not to let something somebody else don't believe in when it comes to you be something that you actually believe, because they are trying to project that onto you. It's important that not to believe that. Okay, don't paint any picture of yourself you don't want to look at, that you're not going to enjoy seeing hang over a fireplace or sitting subconsciously in the back of your mind. Don't create an image of yourself that you're just going to be disgusted with seeing. Look at yourself in the light that you are actually in, not one being projected to you. Because I feel like somebody projected a lot of things onto you because they failed to deal with what was going on with them in the first place. It's like somebody did not want to acknowledge that they are hurt. They may want to, may have thought, your insecurities came from a past relationship. This person was describing themselves. They were only reacting to something about themselves that they had been hurt by and not addressing it. And thinking not talking about it is helping. It's not. It's making them make decisions based off the things that they won't deal with. That's a trigger for them. They are triggers. And getting back in this person's energy, if they don't work on it, it's just anything you're going to do, how you look, Any little thing is going to make this person triggered because they won't deal with the core of issue or where something came from. When did they originally start looking at that as a concern, as a problem, or trying to ignore it and suppress it as like it's not a problem. But now that they're getting karma, you getting good karma, they getting bad karma. So this is the season for that. Next card, questioning this dark group after listening to you finally. See what I'm saying? This person didn't realize what you were saying at the time fit somewhere. It's like when somebody tell you you made your bed, you're gonna lay in it. You not knowing at 17 or 22 when you heard somebody first say that you didn't know where in your life that would fit for you to be able to use that phrase and know exactly what that phrase means now. What that means, okay, what that superstition is. Now somebody is questioning a group of people, like I said in the beginning of the read, that they have been listening to that may have intervened and given more say verbally that this person should have ignored and used their own intuition on. But they listen to these people. You know what I'm saying? And now they may be involved with a situation where they got somebody they got involved with or went back and forth with, got a history of going in and out with them, and they have kids with this person. And this person is neglecting these kids every time something comes up in this connection. They get so obsessed with trying to make something go in their way to where they neglect these children even standing there needing attention. They give attention to everything but where it needs to go, and it's starting to show in some children here or a child. And this person is finally wanting to listen to what you said. They're finally wanting to remind themselves of some things you talked about, but they slept on your intelligence because they didn't want to be looked at as somebody that was not intelligent, was not using their intuition, was not you. This person's intuition and discernment was blocked. They were constantly, around people that were working against them. And now you got this cloud over their head of everybody in this group that they took advice from. All these people now, are under judgment for even intervening. Now this person want to listen to what you said based on how things have turned out for them now. Next card, they said this, but you showed them all that. They said this, but you showed them all that. So at the end of the day, you in your winning season based on what somebody was sitting around plotting for you, talking about you, spreading lies about you, saying what your life or your ending was gonna be like. Now they in their losing season we here watching you winning. But I feel like somebody got involved with this person that it was a false person. They were just as fake, This person was just as fake as the lies they were telling the people they was around. They all were in the same energy. They all were on the same page. They all were on board with making this person look like a damn fool. I'm telling you, this group goes off by themselves and they with each other, amongst each other, and talk about how they gave the most low-down advice that they could ever get. They wouldn't get that advice to their own family members. I'm telling you, they did this on purpose because they knew this person, was going to do this. And whatever these people were saying about you, you ended up showing them something different. You ended up coming out, presenting yourself doing something different than what somebody said your outcome would be. Now they seeing you going towards your outcome every day. And now them people looking at what they said being this, but you showed them that. This is not something somebody can use divination on. This just God's, word, period. If this is somebody that don't believe you serve a higher power, somebody don't believe you and the Most High, the divine, is closely connected, they seeing it now. Because somebody been, I'm talking about, relentless against you, talking about how you're not gonna have this, you didn't have that, you ain't gonna never get this. If you ain't got this by now, you ain't gonna get it. And now whatever it is they thinking you didn't have or wasn't gonna get, now they losing everything while you gaining what it is that they saying you didn't have. You got that and you got that and some. And some more coming. And some more and it's all gonna come at a time where they can't do shit about it. They ain't gonna even have money to do divination, let alone, pay nobody else to go look around the corner for them. Because them people gonna be done cut them off too. Them people gonna be, spilling the beans about them too. That way of life they had over there is ending. Somebody going through a dark night of the soul. And they in that mental Rolodex of memory. Looking back on them things you said. They being shown things that you said. I don't know if this person ever told you they dream about you, but they dream about you. They do. And by somebody going through this dark night of the soul, they constantly being seen, being shown things in a dream state of things that doesn't happen. Not just with you, but other people, they make choices that did not get the best outcome because they didn't use their own judgment of what they wanted to do about that. If God don't do it, it just won't get done. Okay? So if somebody asking for some type of forgiveness, if it, somebody wants you to come through and suggest, see if you will help them in a situation they're going through some karma or something like that, they're going to have to try God. If they want another chance, a second chance, at making something right, they're going to have to try God. Because if God won't do it, if God don't step in with some divine intervention and, some undying love, and baby, it ain't going to get done. I'm just saying somebody is putting God first and somebody else need to be trying to do that too. But when it comes to forgiving, it's not just for the other person, it's for you so that you can let go, release, and continue on your journey with that peace of knowing that somebody asked you for forgiveness, whether you give it to them or not. But it's peaceful enough to settle the score, go on and make, solid whatever your decision is. Because somebody don't believe that you will forgive them. Forgiveness don't mean you need to take them back. And if this person is using forgiveness as a crutch, for you to open your heart back up to them, that's not going to happen. And it doesn't have to happen. But if they really want to genuinely ask for your forgiveness, based on what the circumstances is of what this, purpose was for you to walk away, that you were guided away from this person. If the Most High God and your spirit team has aligned you with the fact that you want something new, you don't want an old person back, fine. If that person shows up, forgive them if that's in you to do, and go on. You don't have to be involved with them and asking for forgiveness and interpreting it as this person asking you to come back to them, regardless of what they want. If they really want your forgiveness, they'll accept that, if nothing else, they'll accept that. But that's part of setting boundaries with someone. Next card, don't want to be with anyone else if it isn't you. My true happiness. I'm telling you, this person, they want your forgiveness, but I feel like this person is not going to allow somebody else in their life after this point because of how they lost their way in knowing what direction to go in when it came to you, and not listening to what their heart was telling them, what your heart was telling them. And this person knows that they ain't going to see you. They have not found you in anyone else. And if you don't take them back, there's not going to be another you in anyone else. It's not. Next card, don't care about what you have. I want you unconditionally. So anybody that made it about what you did or didn't have, for them to had wanted this person to go towards you, or them continuing to press forward and rubbing this person's face. Listen, the collective don't have that kind of money. They don't live like this. They don't live over here. They don't drive like that. You got this, you got that. This person don't. Where you think that's gonna put? And somebody, wanted somebody to look at and decide on a path to go based on a surface level way of thinking. Even something done the wrong way is short lived. If you want something done the long way, you got to do it the right way. You can't shortcut, getting your roof repaired only for a hard rain to come, and now your whole roof done fell in, and now you got to do a whole roof job, all because you didn't do the right thing the right way, for the right price, because it was too much. Or I'm gonna get a cheaper way of doing it. Well, expect that to not to last very long. Trying to find the easy way out of something normally don't last very long. Close out this reading, Holy Spirit, please. Coming with truth and clarity. Next card, You Are My Lady by Freddie Jackson. I don't own the copyrights to this. Definitely listen to this song in its entirety, collective, to get the message in, and whoever this reading resonates with. Next card, multiple failed attempts. Whoever this is, when it comes to this child neglect allegations, I feel like somebody been trying to reach out to somebody. Like I said in the beginning, it's like somebody been trying to reach out to somebody. I don't know if they doing it to the father of these kids or kid. Um, but I feel like somebody keep trying to contact somebody about something, but they keep having failed attempts. Like, it's like, if even if somebody trying to come by to investigate the home, or the mother or something like that, they either can't get somebody to pick up the phone and let them know when they're coming out, or trying to get them to come to the door, or they send a letter out of concern, or even an email to a last known address or something like that. But I feel like something is multiple failed attempts. For others of you, it's the fact that somebody has tried to reach out to you to try to clear the air with you, a past person here, while they're going through this dark night of the soul. I feel like somebody is blocked energetically. But you could also have this person blocked on your phone. I'm not getting energetically, but I am getting that this person may have tried to reach out to you and have failed at those attempts to do so. And it could be just the fact that this person does not follow through with it. They may go to your number but not actually call it. They may go to the text message thread to text you and not actually send it. That could be a thing too that I'm getting. Because I feel like somebody does have some unsent text messages, or they have tried to at times formulate a text they may send to you, but they haven't found one that they're quite comfortable with sticking with and sending it. So this person may still have it, a lot of those unfinished text messages in their phone, or just clearing them out, or, not actually sending it, or getting to the point of calling you, but they never hit, the call option. So it's a thing of somebody having those multiple failed attempts when it comes to them, wanting to reach out to you and not actually being successful with that. And they could feel like if they are blocked, that you are, with somebody at this time, or, on your journey, in your new beginning at this time, and them not seeing you as somebody single, just like I said, based on who you are, and them to know who they know you to be, what they know you to be capable of, especially now that they know you will walk away and have walked away from them for as long as you have. So this person could be thinking of a time and place when it comes to, if not drinks, going out for drinks and talk. This person could be looking at a time and place. When is that a good time to do that? And they may have, like I said, wanted to call you and ask you, but they failed at doing it because of their confidence. They feel like you're going to reject them or turn them down or not, and this person expects you to do that. But it's a thing of whether this person really wants forgiveness or not. Because I do feel like this person does not want to let you go. They don't. They don't. And I feel like the karma is them losing you for losing their way. But I do feel like this person knows, that them wanting you back is not a immediate thing that's going to happen, even if there is a reconciliation. It won't be like it used to be when it came to them, being manipulative or but I do feel like this person is not allowing anybody on the outside to determine what direction they want to go in with you, or anybody for that matter, because this person has been not only let down, but they've been heartbroken over how they allow people around them to do this to them the way they have, and cause you to do what you did to them for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to choose yourself because they didn't. And it was not for them to look within you to know what you needed to heal. You had to do that. Now this person is having to, formulate a plan, along with going through this dark night of the soul, to right the wrongs that they know now they're being presented with. And I feel like the Most High, the Divine, is guiding this person, and nudging this person to do, what they're trying to do. Because this is something that's long overdue. This is something this person is going to have to overcome. And this is one of them things where if this person really wants true happiness, they're going to have to start with themselves. And that means going within. Okay? To be honest with whatever it is, they know it's caused, a rift between you two, and maybe has even pushed you away for good. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here. Collective, make sure you guys do something nice for someone, even if you don't know them. Hit that like, that subscribe button on your way out. And as always, those that genuinely love me, know that I love you too.